Okay, we're live. Sorry if I look a little rough. I just woke up like 40 minutes ago. So if I look a little rough, that's why. But today, as you can see, we have made it to 4,002. The goal for today is to hit 5,000, as I'm supposed to be doing 5,000 a week. Yeah. We're already, if we hit 5,000 today, we're already over half odds. So, let's hope we hit this thing today. If not, we make it to 5,000, and we'll shoot for 6,000 next stream. Or I'm going to try to shoot for 6,000 off stream, and then 7,000 on stream. But, without further ado, let me get my counter set up. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need a luck today. I'm gonna need the luck. Let's see. Ignore my haircut right now. My barber's out of town. So y'all can see my whole trim is not there. But when my barber's back in town, we will figure it out. Oh my god, it's so cooked. It's so cooked. Look at that, bro. Oh my god, my hair is so cooked. Alright, anyways. There it goes. Okie dokie. We might dual display set up. It's not letting me stretch it out. Try again. No, it's just not gonna let me stretch it out at all. Nice. Alright. Bring the shiny counter up. Okay. Alright. Everything's all good. Everything's all set up. Alright. Let's get it. Let's get it. I don't know what's been going on lately, but I've been on a Scooby-Doo kick. Been on kind of a Scooby-Doo kick. Like just the other day, I wanted to watch this old DS game I used to play when I was younger. It's a pretty good game. It's a Scooby-Doo game. There's levels. It's only a 5-hour long game if you know how to play it, but I'll look and want to see if I can buy that. I want to play it. I love Scooby-Doo. I think the one Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated was probably the best one ever made. Just behind Scooby-Doo Where Are You? The original one. That one's pretty good. It has its charm, it has its errors, its mistakes. I think you can go on YouTube and watch, and I think Warner Bros. Literally has the marathons up for it. So it's an hour's worth of Scooby-Doo. Might watch that a little later when I'm offline hunting. But yeah, hopefully we can find this thing today. If not, it is what it is. But it's been about a week-ish since I found Rock and Rolla. Yeah, it's been a week since Saturday, I believe, since I found Rock and Rolla. So we're only a week into the hunts, which isn't bad, realistically, because today's Tuesday was when the day I started hunting it. So hopefully we at least get something to phase or a shiny today. I'm gonna be going for a long time today. I'm gonna be going for like 5 hours because I want to hit this 5K and maybe then some. But yeah, we are absolutely going to try. Loki wish that they made adapters for the Wavebird for the DSs so I can control it with one controller. It make things so much easier, honestly. And honestly, I might consider still getting a capture card for my DS. I'm considering it still. Because there's still like a lot of like Pokemon DS games I can still play. Even though Bank is going to be shut off, I still want to play White 2 and Black 2. No harm in that. I'm not going to release it for a while. It just sucks that I'm not going to be able to transfer up the Pokemon that I've earned in Black 2 and White 2. If someone finds a workaround or something like that to this, that would be insane. I might use majority of my money to save for a PC because I need a lot of computing power and a lot of storage for what I'm trying to do. So oh, there's one in the works, really. I'm not gonna quote you, but that gives me hope. Cause if you're still able to transfer up your old Pokemon to home, that'd be kind of crazy. That would be actually be kind of crazy. Cause I still want to, I still want to be able to transfer my Mons up without having to fear about, oh, they're on a forever save. But I'm still trying to get my core 6 of my team transferred up to the modern games. Excuse me. So that way I can, use them. No, my Game Freak, unfortunately, it'd still be unofficial, but still, I mean, yeah, but I mean, if they're still using the same like data transfer method that like home or that Bank did to home, then I don't see what the problem with it is. Because they're still like, I feel like they shouldn't have cut off Bank if they don't have all the games on the Switch. That's my opinion on it. Like, bro, they added Fire Leaf Green, got real froggy with it, and we're like, yeah, we can just cut them all off now. We don't need Hard Gold, Soul Silver. We don't need Black and White. We don't need X and Y. We don't need Alola. Like, what? You just cut off so many games. You don't have even have Gen 1. You don't have Gen 1. Like, you have Gen 1 and Gen 3 remakes. Like, what? The frick out of here. Yeah, because Game Freak could flag the code of your Pokemon that you transferred in and say, oh, yeah, you can't transfer this into any game. So I really think the best you can do is literally generate your Pokemon from your save file and inject it into the new games. That's literally what you're going to have to do. Or like get like a trade bot, tell it exactly what the original trainer is. But kind of against using trade bots. I used to use them in Sword and Shield when I just wanted to get like quick and easy shinies, right? Because I wanted to feel cool. But it just doesn't hit the same as just getting your own shinies. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? You can still hunt and get a lot of shinies on the Nintendo Switch. Scarlet and Violet introduced a lot of ways to hunt that are very, very easy. Like, I could get a shiny starter within probably 15 minutes. And the starter I want to hunt is, believe it or not, like Chespin, Froakie, Clash Greninja. But I feel like I would want to hunt Charizard on the on Fire Red. It has to be Fire Red. I have both the actual copies next to me. I might just use those for display, honestly. Just have like a giant little thing in my background of it, which would be kind of sick. Because I think even though Game Freak's going to shut down, or that Nintendo's just going to shut down Bank, I still feel like there's like so many DS games. DS games have such a big library that it really only, like, you can still transfer all your Gen 5 Pokemon up to Gen 6 or 7, I believe, still. You just can't get them onto the Switch. Which, honestly, it's fine. I mean, it just sucks that you can't transfer them up all the way. But we're going to try to complete this shiny only, beat the story, and then I'm going to try to do some more stuff with them post-game. And maybe like move into different games. Sorry, but move into different games. But we just need to focus on getting the actual starters. Or the actual team members. Sorry. I only have 2 team members. If I get this Yamask, it'll be my 3rd. And then it's on to Zorua. And Zorua would be mad easy to get because it's a Masuda method. It's going to be really quick and easy to do. I already have a Flame Body user. I already have a Foreign Ditto. I have a Zoroark. Well, actually, they did provide accommodation. Or they did give like a warning or whatever. They warned us like in 2022. Now, if they said the date was like, I don't know. If they said the date was, if they said the date back in 2022, then people would have been rushing to get everything done earlier, but still had time to do everything. So, I feel like if I knew, I would definitely have gotten like at least 3 to 4 team members by now, but we still have 6 months. You know, we still have 6 months. I've been hunting 5,000 encounters a week. So I'm bound to get something. I'm hoping that I get something like I'll bet like my goal is to get like this. I don't think Yamask is gonna shine until September, but I hope I get Zora in the same month, because then that boosts me ahead by so much. Yeah, they warned everybody like a long time ago, because I remember when I was getting back into Pokemon, I was like, is Bank shut down or what? And it said like, yeah, they announced it like back in like 2022, 2023. So they gave a 3-year warning like, hey, like move your Pokemon over now, because they're probably gonna shut it down soon. So they covered their butts with that one, because if they did announce it like that, like how they did recently, then I would see how and why people would be upset. It's just sad, because I grew up with this era of games, and the fact that I can't bring it to the new era kind of sucks. Um, but I definitely think that before they did cut it off, they should have been like, okay, guys, we are moving the whole DS library onto the Switch. Moving the whole DS library onto the Switch. Now, that would be very hard for them because they need double screens. That's how you play DS games. That's why they're putting Game Boy games on there right now. They only have one screen. It just sucks that if you make a living dex of like whatever you're doing, if you're making like a living dex of shiny Pokemon, or making like just a regular living dex on everything pre Gen 8, it sucks because all your work just goes to waste. You're all good. You're only 17 minutes late. I'm gonna dock your pay for that. Trolling. I don't even pay him, guys. Get a little of this guy. Oh, it is for sure. I feel especially for people who maximize the marks they can have. Yeah, the ribbons. Yeah. I want to do a ribbon master on this team. The only game I'm missing is Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire for those contest ribbons. But I want to get all the ribbons on them, so that way when I transfer them up to the Nintendo Switch, they are just decked out with ribbons, and they're shiny, obviously. And then on the Switch, I'm gonna IV train them over there. That's how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I got the face cam out for the hunt now in case I get a good shiny reaction. Maybe it's a good omen, guys. Maybe if I bring out the camera and there's a shiny on the screen, I can have a good reaction. Imagine how long you can make the name when you send out the Pokemon if you get multiple ribbons. So yes, like the best friend ribbon, jumbo ribbon, freaking like bro. And also, just getting all the ribbons on your Pokemon is just like, it just makes them feel established, like a war veteran. Now, like, you don't need the ribbons because the status of the screen is still going to be there. Like, where they came from because it shows on the summary screen. But it's still cool to have. I mean, it's still very cool to have. And I think when you like max out all your style ribbons, like on like a Ruby Alpha Sapphire, you get like the little bow icon, and just putting that on a shiny Haxorus would be hilarious. That was me on an alt account. No way, someone actually did that. That's actually Trolling, bro. Oh my god. Oh, guys, we are about to hit half odds. We're about to hit half odds. We're about to hit half odds. Hold on. Half odds, gang. Stand up. Both no Sandile. This is taking a little long, man. What's going on? We're one encounter off. No shiny Yamask. Okay. We have one more chance. Okay. We got nothing. Would have been insane if we did. Yeah, I saw that. Like Zekrom, I saw that that video that you did, the Decidueye team. I was very happy that Rabombi was there, because like now, like I've never used Rabombi, but like I don't know, like it's always been an interesting Pokemon. I've always wanted to kind of use it. It looks fun to use. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think it'd be fun to use Rabombi. Rabombi, please survive this. Rabombi! The light that burns the sky. Yeah. Was it a cutie fly? I think it was a Rabombi. He's going, Rabombi! Rabombi is nice because of the early fairy evolution covered dancing. Yeah. Don't underestimate the big B. I need a charger. My other DS yearns for nutrition. I just sworn it was wild too, just rooting for a random bite to survive death of 1,000 worlds, the move. Yeah, I think it was a Rabombi. I don't know. Look the clip up. I might be wrong. I don't know, but I remember it was a wild Rabombi. I'm like, why is he rooting for a random bug? You caused this nuke to go off. Why are you rooting for a random bug? It's Galvantula. Yeah, I remember you saying you like Galvantula. Never used Galvantula before though. I remember my friend, like, in my black and white when I was saying how Univa's my home in my that one video. My friend, who who had black or white, I can't remember. He had a Galvantula. I was like, that's a big bug, bro. I think part of it, what it does it for me is it's just a big hairy spider, and it kind of just disturbs me. I don't know, like I wouldn't be against using one, but like Ariados is fine, but it's just creepy. I don't like big hairy insects, bro. I think Sanduscorch is super underappreciated. If we're talking about bug types, I don't like the type much, but I think it has a very strong design. I agree. Um, Scorch combined with Rillaboom is really good. I like Scorch. Like there have been a lot of like bug type Pokemon I've wanted to use before. I just never had the chance to use because like they're bug types. I don't really bond well with bug types. You know, except for like Caterpie because the anime made me feel really bad for it in that one episode. But I will say, I will say, Scolipede definitely one. I might use that one in Legend ZA. Sorry for the, but I might use one in Legend ZA. I thought about it. I might use one. There's a lot of Unova Pokemon got Evos, so ugh. Oh, guys, I moved up. Right, I moved up. I don't only have water in my house anymore. I have milk. So for all you last stream that were hating on me that I only had water in my house, I have milk. Leave me alone. Yeah. I mean, Scrafties is a little questionable. And probably something to do with some mythology or whatever. Hopefully, it's not the wrong mythology, right, Game Freak? Also, who was just appalled at the stories that Game Freak made in that one leak? Especially the one about Typhlosion. I don't think I'll ever pick Cyndaquil again. I know it wasn't the Typhlosion you pick in the game, but then Slack King. I always knew Slack King gave me some weird vibes. Like disturbing stories, bro. Like like before they came, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. But now it's like, bro, that's really weird. Like that's like a really weird design choice. I didn't understand it really. But I do think Mega Electros is really cool. That AV or that elevate ability. The elevate ability, I'm pretty sure. There's this Beast Boost plus Levitate. That's insane. But they got the nerve. Okay, hold on. I'm talk about this on stream. Hold on. I was gonna make a video on this, but I'm talking about this on stream. You're telling me that you couldn't give Embor like a move that or an ability that boosts its move, like its recoil moves, like Reckless, but then, oh my god, I keep hitting my mic. So you're telling me you couldn't give Embor an ability with couldn't give Embor with the ability like like ability like Reckless, but don't have don't let it have recoil like Rockhead, but you give Electros Levitate plus Beast Boost. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? And then you give Meganium a one-turn Solar Beam, a Fire-type Weather Ball, right? You give Feraligatr Stab Dragon moves, like Double Edge on a 120 base power move is now a Dragon-type move. No, but we're gonna give Embor Mold Breaker. How does that make any sense? And then they also didn't like drop its speed even more. Like, bro, drop the speed of him, right? Drop his speed down. And then sorry, my girlfriend's crawling on the floor. She's not trying to be on the camera. She's crawling on the floor right now. And that's why I'm laughing. But yeah, they could have dropped his speed down, make him like good in Trick Room, and then add that ability. He'd been broken. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. That's not a skinwalker. Oh, but Yamask goes better than the Rock and Roll Hunt. Yeah, I do too. At least it didn't phase. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's kind of insane in hindsight that Embor is the only one of the three megas that didn't get a unique ability. They definitely had at least fair for some reason. Yeah. They just mistreat Embor so much. And that's also kind of like, because when I was younger, I liked Greninja a lot. But like now, like I'm kind of like rooting for like Chestnut. Because people hated Chestnut. You know what I mean? But like, it's not a bad Pokemon in any way, shape, or form. It's just that people hated like Chespin looks so cool, and then they got to Quilladin, and everyone's like, "Oh, this Quilladin looks so bad." I never hated Quilladin. I've never hated Quilladin. I thought it was all right. Like, and the shinies are so cool too. Like, I think Gen 6 is the one that cooked the best of the shinies for the starters. Cause like Gen 5, like it goes Embor obviously, then Superior, then Samurai is just so mid. Now they redeemed him with what was I gonna say? They redeemed him with his Hisuian form with the white armor. That was sick. Honestly, just give me my Ember with Slack Off and Mach Punch, and I can be happy. Yeah. But like also like I feel like Reckless, the ability Reckless is perfect for Ember because he's based off of a War Pig. War Pigs are set in fire and then they go fight. There's like a stuff back in the China, like I don't know what era in China that was, but it was some Chinese stuff that they did with pigs or hogs or whatever, or boars in this case. But I feel like yeah, Reckless made sense in that regard. But if you just gave Ember, even if they gave Ember Rockhead, that makes his recoil moves so much better. And if they dropped his speed and put more into like attack or like HP, make him a little more bulky or more of a physical attacker, or add something to his special attack in order to make him a true mixed attacker. Like his attack stats are the exact same. Because why are we still trying to keep him in a middling speed tier? That makes him substantially worse. You know what I mean? Because he's too fast for Trick Room, but he's too slow to be on his own. So, good thing I've always loved Chestnut. Surely Grass Fighting sounds like a fun Yes. For example, Breloom. Breloom, I love that Pokemon. People hate Breloom. I'm like, dude, Shivers from Breloom, like, if I'm running a, if I'm running a Swampert, I'm running Breloom. The Fighting Gym is next, right? Now you don't get Breloom by then, but you have a Grass type to go against the Rock types. Even if you're using Blaziken or Torchic, you don't have a Combuskin by then, yeah, you're fine. I really hope they cook with Generation 10, bro. I really hope they cook. Really hope they cook. Only started that Breloom doesn't overlap types with. It was an easy choice when I found Shroomish. Yeah. I've also always kind of wanted just to do a playthrough where I have all three of the starters. Because then that's a solid Firewater Grass core, and you're not losing. I think you can like really storm through the game with just 3 starters. Because they are really, really good, obviously. But I kind of want to do that in Unova. Just have all 3 starters on my team. Because then we literally have an answer for everything, and then we're just good. You know what I mean? But I think the next starter I would hunt in Gen 5 would have to be next starter I would hunt would have to be Snivy. Oshawa's shiny is cool up until Duwat, and then it just falls off for whatever reason. I don't know. My cell service is super bad. The stream is freezing every second. I guess I can't participate until work is done. It's all good, man. I decided to start streams earlier because I've lost stuff to do like the midday kind of for me. So I decided to wake up early to get stuff done. Fair place for my cell service. No, you're good. I'm glad you're able to make it with the bad cell service. Unobservant and thick because software can solo ORAS, but it's a top team for a reason, you know. Okay. Well, just heart the comment and move on. That's what I usually do. If someone says something stupid, but you don't want to make your channel look bad, just heart the comment and move on. They're giving you interaction on your video. All right. All good, Bob. All good. Oh, and can we also talk about like the merch favoritism in Pokemon? Obviously, we know certain Pokemon are gonna sell on T-shirts like Charizard, Pikachu, Eevee, Vaporeon, whatever. Emboar doesn't have anything, bro. I looked up Emboar on Pokemon Center. I got a pin and a sitting cutie and a Tepic plush. If anyone knows how to make T-shirts and knows how to draw, I will buy a T-shirt from you with the Emboar, with a shiny Emboar on it, because no one makes shiny Emboar, but they make shiny black Charizard. Make me mad, bro. Make me mad. Make me mad. Make me mad. Also, I've been recording like every session I've had with hunting because I don't want to go offline and not find the like get the reaction. Like Rock and Rolla, I was so upset when I found it, kind of, because no, I did not draw my YouTube picture. I had someone on Fiverr do that. They were very good though. They were super nice. Cause I wanted. Although it wasn't really what I wanted, it works. Cause I kind of wanted them, like I gave them reference photos of what I wanted, and then they kind of just took the reference photo and just kind of changed the colors on it and gave it to me. I'm like, you know what? It'll do. It'll do, bro. It'll do. But I kind of want like a unique Emboar drawing. That's kind of what I want. Oh my god! And on Fiverr, I tried looking at profile pictures, like see someone who like draw profile pictures. Why am I getting NSFW on there? Like, bro, I'm looking for. I looked up YouTube Pokemon profile pictures, general broad search. I didn't just put profile pictures or anime profile pictures. I put YouTube profile pictures Pokemon or whatever I put. Deadass just NSFW on my screen. I didn't ask for that. I asked for a profile picture. Someone who can make a profile picture. Why? Like, I never saw these people before, like back in January when I made that profile picture. Never saw them, ever. I was just like, dude, what? What is wrong with you? I was surprised Fiverr even allows that on there. Anything for the bread, I guess. I don't know. PewDiePie. I never watched PewDiePie growing up. What's the bad history? I don't. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know, and I'm scared to know. But yeah. So I've been like scouring the internet for artists. Dude, they can see you, bro. One of my chatters was just asking, is that a skinwalker? I can eat. What? What are you trying to ask me for? Don't squirt that towards me. That's bleach. It's bleach. Don't do that. She's so stupid. She's held me at gunpoint with a squirt bottle of bleach. I used to draw back in the day. Like, I could honestly probably cook something up. I just suck at digital art. I'm better at pen and paper, but if I learn some digital art, bro, the thumbnails are going to look way better. I found thumbnails. People who can do amazing thumbnails on there. I even saw, like, popular YouTubers' thumbnails on there. You know what I mean? So, that'll probably be the thumbnail for my Shiny Only. It's going to be that art style, because I would definitely want a thumbnail like that. But, yeah. Put my skills down, but also I haven't drawn much in a while, so I cannot confirm or not. Yeah. Because, like, there's, like, a certain art style that I want, but, like, I don't know. I want it to be, like, a unique profile picture. I don't want to just pull one off the internet, because then everyone can have my profile picture, you know? Like, I just want to have one that's, like, unique to me. But it's kind of hard to find one that's unique to me, because I just want to go on Pinterest and find one, you know? But that's kind of lazy. Also, I would not use AI. I'm not going to use AI to draw my art. I'm not going to do it. I'm much rather pay somebody, give them a job, instead of relying on AI for images. Plus, AI images, you could tell when they're AI. Very badly AI. You know what I mean? And, like, the people on YouTube who use them in their thumbnails, like, you're killing your own video, by the way, because no one wants slop. No one wants that. you know? Yeah. Like, and like, AI has gotten to the point now where like you're seeing it like being used wrongly. Like one of my coworkers, this is like 2 3 years ago when I worked at Burger King. One of my coworkers said that an account took an image from his account, photoshopped it to make him, you know what, like everything's, you can see everything. Even though the picture was fake, it was from him wearing swim trunks on a vacation with his family, by the way, and just made it all weird. And the fact that you can do that so easily now with AI, like obviously GPT won't do that, right? It has guidelines of violations, but there's other AI that are unfiltered. So, and then that account was sending it to all like his like personal friends and family because he wasn't giving up his original account, that kind of thing. And it's like, what loser is on the other side of that screen? Mind you, he's a minor, by the way. He was a minor. He was like 16, 17 years old. I was 18 at the time. But like, I was just like, bro, what? But at the same time, you can't avoid AI either, because AI is like, because you also got to remember the people who are really slandering AI. I think AI can be used for good, right? It can be used for good because let's not forget when everyone says stay away from Google, go to the library and get your research at the library. Or how when Wikipedia was a thing, the teachers like don't use Wikipedia, blah blah blah, blah give you misinformation. While that is true, cross-reference it with other sources. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never seen that profile picture before, so I think you're fine. Like, I really, really, really want, like, because my girlfriend draws and stuff like that. I've been trying to get her to make me a profile picture, but I feel like I'm like relying on other people. I think I might as well just learn the skill again and think of a concept for it. So that way, when you see, because I mean, my profile picture is pretty unique right now. Like when you see, you're like, oh, that's him. But like, I want one where it's like, okay, that's definitely him. You know what I mean? I was very surprised when my name wasn't taken on YouTube. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, it's crazy. It's very scary too. Yeah, AI can be used for good. It's just that when you give it when you give it to a large group of people who aren't trusted, it gets very very scary. So it just kind of sucks, you know. Like I watched this one video from Penguin Zero, aka Moist Critical, about a school that had a whole AI agenda. They had states that were wrong in there. Kids were going home and telling their parents that they live in like Concord. But you mean Connecticut? Or no, like Virginia, something like that. It was like something else with a V, and people were just like, it was like most critical was just like, dude, like, imagine your kid coming home and like telling you that they live in like this made up state. You check their agenda and it's all AI. School district, mind you. Like, I feel like, and also I hate when teachers are very hypocritical about this. Like, dude, you use AI as much as the students do. Now, I will say AI is making kids very, very dumb. They don't know how to go out and get their own information. Now, I'm not saying you can't learn anything from AI because you can. You get to ask it questions like you would Google. People are using AI just to get the answers and be done. You know what I mean? And that eliminates critical thinking. Because I think like AI is like you can use it to talk to it kind of like a mentorship kind of thing or someone who has more knowledge than you. And you'd be like, okay, well, what's this? And they walk you through it without feeling like you don't have to ask questions. That is a very good use for AI. You know what I mean? When you're trying to learn something and understand it. The problem is when you try to use it to solve all your problems. I'm not going to lie to you. When I was younger, and if AI came out when I was in high school, I would have used it for homework. But teachers would have found a way to be like, yeah, you have to actually prove that you know how to. You have to actually prove it. You know what I mean? Because there's only so much, like in math, there's only so much you can fake before a test. You can't use AI on a test. Um, it's just, it is very, very saddening because kids nowadays don't know how to write or tell time unless it's a digital clock. And I make sure, like when I was younger, I made sure I knew how to tell time. It's not hard to tell time. They taught me in third grade how to read a clock and how to do cursive. They don't even teach kids cursive anymore. I know how to use cursive, but I never use it. You know what I mean? Um, but sometimes I'll like my handwriting is like a mix of cursive and print. Because some cursive letters are just easier to write. Like like the letter N, instead of going like this or like this, it's just like it like loops into the next letter. It's like my first like two letters of my name, like the N A, they kind of just like swirl together, so it's like perfect. I don't know, but long story short, use AI responsibly. Don't use it to don't use it for bad reasons or to make yourself stupider. That's all I gotta say. Use it appropriately and use it to gain more knowledge. Do not use it to like I don't know, like, cause like it's such a sensitive topic, right? It's such a sensitive topic because people are like, don't use AI at all. It's slop. You know what I mean? I say don't use AI for creation. You know what I mean? You can use AI for like ideas, like to bounce ideas off your head so it gets you thinking. You know what I mean? But most of the time you're gonna find them by yourself or by looking at the internet. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's just me. I feel like it can be helpful, but I feel like people are just overall so sick of seeing AI on the internet. Like, bro, I'm not going to use it at all. You know, so which is fine. Entitled to your own opinion. I'm not gonna be the AI police, but like you need to use AI, or you cannot use AI. I'm not gonna be either of those. I'm kind of just like nice middle playing field, you know. Just kind of what do you want to do. I remember when I was younger, I didn't get my first like iPad or like phone that has access to the internet until I was in like seventh grade, going into eighth grade. I had nothing to communicate with people. I had a house phone. Which is crazy, but it also kept me from being on the internet as much. Now I was okay. No, I had an iPad. I bought a Samsung tablet. That was when I had first access to the internet. That that was when I had access to the internet. Because like all these iPad kids and parents raising their kids on an iPad. Like, are you serious, dude? You really can't raise your own kid. It's kind of messed up. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting I have tissues in the corner of my room. I keep forgetting that. I think it's also a bit concerning how normalized unrestricted internet access is in younger generations now. I don't think having just the devices themselves is necessarily the issue. Correct. Correct. But at the same time, like, if you want your kid to have, or no parent wants their kid to have unrestricted internet access unless they really just don't care. But if you want to get them to the age where they don't have to worry about them discovering something that they should have discovered yet, wait till they're older to have the internet. That's that simple. You avoid the whole problem, so you don't have to worry about, oh, my 5-year-old discovered NSFW. Like what? Like, it's weird. It's weird. That's like throwing your kid from their home into like the most like into just into the major city where like everything happens, you know, and they're on their own. That's basically what the internet is. I see parents in real life with their children and strollers holding iPads, and it does make me a little upset inside when I see that. You know what's crazy? My sister just had her kid. My niece. She just turned 1, and she doesn't put her in front of an iPad. She watches TV, which we all did when we were babies. You know what I mean? We all watch TV, but that's channels. That's different. You can't just scroll through it. You know what I mean? And I asked her, I'm like, are you gonna raise her on a tablet? She's like, hell no. What? I'm gonna be a parent. I'm like, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Like, you yourself, you made that decision. You made the decision to have a kid. You sat with that baby for 9 to 10 months, right? Knowing that you're going to have a kid. And you still raise it like that. It's crazy. Like, it's really sad, too. That my parents, like, some people raise their kids with AI. What? What do you mean you're going to raise your kid with AI? That's trash. That's garbage. My hands are a little dry, guys, so let me dry them up. Let me get a little spice on them. And like, it's not just a country thing. It's like a world thing that this is happening right now. And I also don't like how corporate everything has become. Haven't you noticed that? Like how bland things have gotten as of late. Like McDonald's used to be like, you know, the golden arches. You know what I mean? Have you seen their buildings now? It's like gray and brown. It's like, what? Yeah, this is true, but it's not. It's about monitoring the child in the way monitoring the child in the way you would in the regular daily life too. I believe it can be used for good if you know what you're doing. Yes, don't give them an iPad at dinner. That's where it all starts, because then they always need the iPad. Now, I am an iPad kid. Like, I need to watch something while I'm eating, but that's different though. If that makes sense. I don't know, because I can eat without a screen in front of my face. It's just often not used that way, needless to say. Yeah. Like, I watched TV when I was younger. Like, again, Scooby-Doo, at least top 3 cartoon of all time. Easily top 3 cartoon of all time. I used to watch Scooby-Doo and like Warner Bros. Stuff. Just regular TV stuff. You know what I mean? The stuff you watch when you're a kid. And the most, like, my first device that even had remote access to the internet was a DS. That was it. Like, it was a 3DS. That was the most I had access to the internet. But wait, me too. Like that was your first device as well, or are you an iPad kid? Yeah. My first device also a DS. Yeah, it was also a DS for me at first. DS with white two specific. Wait. Hold on. Me and you are the same. We are the same person. I don't know if it's the same exact DS, but I had a Nintendo 3DS XL. I had a Nintendo 3DS XL, and my mom, I went to the we went to the store. I wanted Pokemon White because I thought Reshiram was gonna be on the cover. She gave me Pokemon White 2. It ended up being the greatest game I've ever played in my life. Oh my goodness. I never met anyone with the same story as me. Oh my goodness. Do you remember Jurassic photography? He makes videos about taking photos of toy dinosaurs. He was on previous streams. I think name sounds familiar. Oh my god. I'm kind of a hot take. I was never really into like Jurassic, like dinosaurs and stuff like that. Like they were cool. Don't get me wrong, but like I think the most actually I watched the Dino Squad. That was pretty cool. When I got an iPad, I used it for either watching Star Wars Battlefront 2015 or the good mobile games when I was around 8 or 9 years old. When I got my iPad, I would exclusively just watch like Marvel clips. You know, I would exclusively just watch Marvel clips from movies. Because I was a big Marvel kid. But yeah. What did you grab? I heard the door open. You ordered something. So if I go out there right now, yeah, you ordered something. Oh my goodness. That bad Biggie's grind. Like my mom, W mom, by the way, I love her so much for this. She, so I got a hand me down DS, like the like a DS Lite. I got a hand me down for my sister. It was like a Navy DS hand me down, and my my mom was like, "Hold on, I'm gonna get you a couple games to play." I'm like, "Okay, mom, tell me why I get this card. It's like it says like A2 or something like that on it, on the like little DS card." I'm like, "What game is this?" She's like, "Just plug it into the DS." I plug it in. Why do I see every single Nintendo game I have access to? Why do I see every single DS game I have access to? I was like, what? Literally, like, I had Heart Gold and Soul Silver on there, which I think is crazy. And the fact that, like, if I saw that card, I would still have those games basically for free and be able to transfer them off of there, or transfer Pokemon off of there, is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. Too bad I didn't know how to save my games, though, so I had to constantly keep replaying through games, which was unfortunate. But one of those games on there was a Scooby Doo game. It's called Scooby Doo First Frights, I believe. Bro, like I was watching the gameplay the other day. It's such a good game. Still, like it's funny. It's a Scooby Doo game. There was not much they could do with it, but they made it work. And like I would totally rebuy that game. Totally rebuy that game. And if I wasn't just exclusively like a Pokemon channel, and my audience wasn't just Pokemon fans, I would totally play that on the channel, or make a video about it because it's just such a good game, you know. And then also like this one Spider-Man game, like it was like a level like based game had on there. If I saw the gameplay, I would know. Like I would literally know. But I remember it literally had like the the Mary Jane Watson like photo board from the Sam Raimi movies. I would do Pokedoku. It sounds fun. I also wanted to do because I know people have wanted me to remake my Gen 5 tier list, or just make a new tier list on a different generation, or people or I thought about this myself. Do memorizing or like naming off all the Unova Pokemon could be a good idea. I have a lot of ideas. I just need to get back into making shorts because like YouTube's like, dude, why'd you stop making shorts, bro? Like all your audience came from your shorts. I'm like, dude, I got lazy, honestly, and also this is taking up most of my time. I don't have time to edit and do all that. Only stream, bro. That's why I look at him streaming like almost 5 times a week instead of my usual 2 because I'm not recording my videos anymore and editing them because I need to focus on this because now we're on a timer, like a major timer. I was thinking about trying to do a recall all Pokemon quiz, but I know Paldea is dead end for me. Yeah. Surprisingly, like I feel like I can name all the Unova Pokemon. I feel like I can because I'm thinking about like all the ones I can remember. Like I feel like I gotta get the ones out of the way, like Maractus, like all the single stage ones, like Durant, Heatmore, Maractus, Sigilif, Basculin, Audino. Is that all? Oh, Sock Throw. I'm just going by routes right now in my head. Druddigan. Man, you've had a lot of single stage ones. But I feel like if you get the single stage ones out the way, it fills that weird gap in between them. I don't know. Oh my god. I would eventually have come to that because I would have just gone by route, gym by gym in my head. But like that was a good one. Cryogonal is also another one. You see, and that's why it would make for a good like little video. I might do that. It's quick and easy edits. Don't have to do too much on it, but Also, I've gotten a lot better at talking on camera. Like, if you look at my first YouTube short, it's so bad. Like, the editing isn't bad. It's just I wasn't confident talking on camera. I really wasn't confident talking on camera. But now I am, guys. Hello, hi, welcome. Oh my god, my whole camera just got cooked. But yeah, gotten way better at talking on camera since I first started doing YouTube. And also, like, I really want my channel to be more like a, like more like a long form kind of channel, like Absol Blogs, John Stone, those guys, like where I have like hour-long videos of me doing certain challenges, kind of thing, like shiny onlys, Nuzlocks. Never did Nuzlocke before. Might have to do a Nuzlocke, because that sounds like something that would kind of do well. Guessing Pokemon Cry is another idea I had, which I could do in shorts or if I did one gen at a time. Honestly, you can make like when I first started, I was like, I'm gonna run out of ideas real quick because like you can't find much in Generation 5, bro. I still have so many ideas. They could probably last me for like the next 2 years. Like I have so many ideas. It's crazy. Yeah, they do because they get your so like think of shorts as an ad. You know what I mean? Now don't make it go check out my channel, guys. Go check it out right now, because people are gonna be like, okay, that's terrible. You know what I mean? I figured out you use shorts as obviously a bridge into your channel, but you make your short a loop. That's all I gotta say. Make it a loop. That's how you get all the views on your shorts. Make it a loop. I'm gonna try to get a short out today at some time. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know, because most of my audience is on around 9 to 12 p.m. my time. Or 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. my time. Because I remember the short I made on Maractus Pro that got like 10K views. It's my most viewed short ever. Because I made it a loop. Oh my god. We'll count it, I guess. I just gotta get back up to the upper floor. Oh god, it's level 22. Can I run from this? Oh god, thank goodness. Uh, Never like this quicksand and relic castle. It sucks a little bit. If you're not careful. I just wasn't careful right there. let's get us out of here. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too far of a trot. But yeah, I feel like if I kept posting shorts, I probably would have been at like 400 to 500 subs right now. But I got lazy, bro. I just need to get back into it because a lot of stuff happened that week, so I wasn't able to. I don't know. I think Sindel has the best win-win for potential abilities because either Moxie or Intimidate is amazing. Any objections? I don't. Not objection for me here. Like, I feel like either or, but I feel like Intimidate is just a little bit better than Moxie because Moxie requires you knocking out the Pokemon as opposed to Intimidate. You can switch it in and it intimidates the Pokemon. And Intimidate's always been a really good ability, as you can see with the threat Incineroar. Which, by the way, like, when I was younger, I was like Team Rowlet. And then as soon as I saw Incineroar, I low-key became Team Litten. And I've been Team Litten ever since. Like, the Decidueye and the Incineroar are, like, honestly, all the Alola starters are peak. All the Alola starters are peak, in my opinion. I think they're some of the best designed starters in a long time. Like, the only mid-starter trio I can think of. The only mid-starter trio I can think of is Johto. Just Johto, really. All the starters are pretty good. Maybe it's mainly because Meganium is over there. That's the reason why. Like, I don't know why Game Freak didn't just keep Meganium's design like Bailey's kind of. They just made it look so simple. Now, if I chose Chikorita Legend ZA, I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know, like, I'm not opposed to using any Pokemon. You know what I mean? I feel like if you have moves and you're genuinely okay, then yeah, run it. But I saw a lot of people in Legend ZA, though, when they chose Emboar, they're like, oh, this is the best Mega Evolution out of all the starters. But they give it the worst ability. SMH. I mean, I guess Mold Breaker is pretty cool. You break through Electros. Like, Emboar literally counters Electros. Like, honestly, if I phase in Relic Castle with Sandile, I feel like that's not bad, you know? But I really want Yamask, so I'm going for Yamask. Okay. See you back here soon, Zach Rob. Guys, let's try to get the shiny before he comes back. Be a nice little surprise. Actually, nah. I wanted to be here for this. Making some good progress. Almost gone up to 500. Almost at 500. That should probably take like another 40 minutes to do another 400. It's about 100 encounters every 10 minutes. Or, no, to get to 500, not 400, my bad. Maybe less, who knows. My best time of getting encounters in an hour on 3 systems, I think it was like 315. Something like that. That was my best time ever. Which, sure. Look at my shiny. Part of me wishes that I can just spawn in the shiny right now. Just, all right, we're done, guys. We can move on. But I definitely don't think. I hope, because I was only using 2 consoles with Rock and Rolla to start off, and literally the save file that I decided to get caught up in the game literally got the shiny, which I think is very insane. 4,401. Can't believe we actually made it halfway over odds. Or halfway under odds. We're half odds, my bad. That was quick too. Like, usually that would have taken me like weeks to do. But since we're on a time crunch, we got to get everything done. So and honestly, even after I do the 1,000 today, I might do some off-stream hunting too. But I will be recording it. Best believe that. Because I'm not about to risk me messing up my reaction. I will not. Okay, let's go lighter. Makes it look a little better. Is this white light or is this... That's orange light. That is orange light. We don't want orange light. That's white light. That looks a little better. That looks a little better. Oh, I just realized I didn't take my protein last night. Been going to the gym every single day, bro. Trying to get that bicep. You guys can't even see it. Trying to get that bicep. Nothing's there. But I found like a new machine in the gym for my shoulders, bro. Woo! It cooked me yesterday. I'm trying to get buff. I'm trying to get like not like gross veiny buff, but like just like buff. Just a little round around the edges, you know. I swear, every single time that Yamask comes on the screen, it looks like it's the color, but it's not. Oh, I'm back again. I get what you mean by hallucinating their shiny color when they fade in. I did think I did that with Past One and White too. Yeah. My heart has dropped a couple times today. As I haven't showed it on the stream, but my heart has dropped a couple times. Because like it fades in, the red eye looks yellow. How's that even possible? Two different colors. But if I don't phase on Sandile and I actually get Yamask straight up, I will be so happy. Like not phasing in a shiny only run or a DTQ is like so satisfying, bro. Because it's just like you really beat the odds and you can move on to other hunts that you want to do. If I didn't have a time crunch, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I can't phase at all. Like, I wouldn't really care, but since I have a time crunch, it's just like, ugh. You say you've never done a Nuzlocke. If you started one, I recommend X and Y for doing your first one, as it's not as frustrating as Gen 5. But I don't know. I like hard challenges. Because I think Gen 5, you have, like, on Route 1, you can choose between Pat Rat and Lillipup. That's it. Which, if you get Lillipup, that's really good for a first encounter. If you get Pat Rat, it's still good for early game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I might end up doing like if I do a Nuzlocke, I'm getting a capture card. It's just that simple. I'm getting a capture card because I don't want you guys to have to look at my hands playing like this. Looks stupid. Well, I mean, I feel like you can't, because the first scripted encounter in the game is a Pidgey. So I feel like you have to get past the scripted encounter, and then the next encounter is your real Route 1 encounter. I feel like that's how it should work. To kind of shake things up a little bit. You know? But when you get to Santaloon Forest is literally like just Viridian Forest, but Gen 6. But like literally, Santaloon Forest, bro, you can get so many encounters. You get Pikachu. You can get one of the elemental monkeys. You can get what, Zigzagoon? I don't know. I feel like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire would be a good one to do a Nuzlocke through. Or I might do it on the Nintendo Switch, maybe. Possibly. Might do a Nuzlocke on there. On the Fire Red Leaf Green. I think that'd be kind of fun. But do you think that the price of games of the older games is gonna go down? You think they're gonna go up since now like it's no compatibility with Bank? I think they're probably gonna go up. Knowing Pokemon, like anything Pokemon related now has money value to it. It's crazy. Bless me. Oh yeah, I did that properly. I went to the grass after Cash tutorial and it gave me a Pidgey randomly. I don't feel like the demand for old games would go up when a new generation is releasing, would it? Um, Nostalgia has a really strong effect on people. Really strong effect on people. So I feel like mm, it's hard to say. Really, it's really hard to say. Uh, I think that actually I don't know. I don't know. That's better. I can swivel around. My lighting was off, kind of. But I think I think only time will tell. Because if in like all the older generation of games, like eventually those gonna be like forms of lost media because everything's going digital now. Like you don't own anything anymore. With these games, you actually own something, so it's gonna be more expensive. Which is why I think retro is always gonna be better now because they want to have complete control over all forms of media that you use. Like you hear what happened with PlayStation. PlayStation just straight up said to its users, "Yeah, you don't own anything anymore. That sucks. Figure it out." So this PlayStation has been I have a PlayStation right here, like right here, next to this pink DS. Haven't touched it. Haven't touched it because like I don't know why companies are obsessed now with you owning your without just giving you a license to own your games. That's kind of stupid. It's really dumb, actually. I just wish I played through the older games quicker. You know, like I wish I was able because I got my English or my Japanese copy of White and my English copy of Black and White in 2025 or no 2020 end of 20 no late 2024 to early 2025. I wish I would did this challenge and did everything I needed to do beforehand. I wish I did that. So it sucks from a grinding aspect because like you can't transfer anything up anymore. So like what's the point of playing these games? But like I might end up making a series called Forever Saves where I just make save files and make them to the best of their ability. I don't know. A license to own your game sounds a bit backwards since you already own the game. Reminds me of how I have to pay a TV license if I wanted to watch TV. Yeah, they're trying to make it to where you don't own anything anymore. It's kind of dumb. It's really dumb. And then I think Nintendo was the first one to do that. They said, "Oh yeah, you don't own any of your games, by the way." I think reason being was that people were adding mods to games, and we're like, "Well, if you mod this game, then you're gonna have to pay the price for it," you know. But I feel like it's not gonna last very long because like for PlayStation especially, I feel like it's not gonna last very long because you have Marvel's Wolverine coming out, GTA 6 coming out. You have all these games coming out. They're not gonna last very long. If I don't own it, then piracy ain't theft. Nintendo can brick your Switch to at will. Yes, they can. If you're doing weird stuff on it. Yes, I do believe that uh piracy isn't theft if they go with that. If buying it isn't owning it, then piracy isn't theft. Um, I do believe in that. That's that's it's not bad logic. It makes complete sense, actually. Um, which is why I think I'm just gonna keep all my games. Like people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell my Gen 5 games, all my old games. I'm not gonna need them anymore." Buddy, keep those games because I think they're gonna go up in price because these are actually the only games you actually own nowadays. Like you have the physical cartridge. Nintendo can't brick your DS or freaking do anything of that sorts. Like the DS, I still believe the DS era of games was the best. Like DS to 3DS was literally the best era of like video games in general for Nintendo. So many good games on there, right? So fire. Which is why I don't do any modding on my Switch 2 or modding in general because I don't know what I'm doing in the first place. But 4,500. We finally made it to the magical number. What was some people had predictions, and I think we're over those predictions. Oh no. Oh no. I think he said like 4,700. So he still has a chance. My prediction is I'll stay it for now. 12K. What is your Mount Rushmore of legendary Pokemon? Mine's Zekrom, Dialga, Yveltal, and Thundurus. Can we include mythicals, or is it just straight legendaries? I'm gonna go into the thing there. You're just saying straight legendaries. So, straight legendary Pokemon. Reshiram. Easily Reshiram. Trying to think. Kyogre. Mewtwo. One more. Solgaleo. That's my 4. That's my 4. I think. Maybe not Solgaleo. Actually, I think Yveltal. Yeah, I think Yveltal's cool too. Either Yveltal or Xerneas. So, Reshiram. Oh my god, what was my second one? I'm cooked. Kyogre. Oh god. Reshiram, Kyogre. What was my third one? I already forgot it. Yveltal. Oh, and Mewtwo. My bad. Mewtwo. Those are my 4, I think. Oh, I'm tripping. Frick Yveltal. Actually, no. Frick Solgaleo. Giratina. I'm tripping. What am I saying? What am I saying? Over here forgetting the shiny goat. Yes, very amazing generations of Pokemon. I think that Gen 7, the reason why I say Gen 7 legendaries, like, they are cool, the lore they are is cool, but they're not really legendary Pokemon. I feel like Game Freak has really gone away from that idea. They're just saying legendary Pokemon now is just a super strong Pokemon. But legendary Pokemon, like the birds, legendary birds are just the Kanto birds. You can find many of them in Let's Go. They are just a rare species of Pokemon that are very strong. And I originally got his opinion from M&J TV. Like, he really, like, opened my eyes to, like, what a legendary Pokemon's actually supposed to be. Because Game Freak would just title them legendary. Like, Mewtwo, legendary. Giratina, Dialga, Palkia, legendary. Miraidon, Koraidon, these are just bikes from the past and future. There's multiple of them. You catch 2 of them in your game. Solgaleo and Lunala. You literally catch them twice. You can get multiple Cosmog. Like, yes, they have the lore to back it up, but they are literally just like Necrozma feeds on multiple of them. There's multiple of them. It's just a Pokemon from another dimension. That's like if Charizard came to another dimension where Charizard's not as common, and that now it's a legendary Pokemon. That doesn't make any sense. Like it doesn't like yeah. That's my take. Like I feel like everything like I think everything pre Gen 6, those were some good legendary Pokemon. Or no, pre Gen 7. Those are good legendary Pokemon. They had lore, they were rare. Like the legendary dogs are 100% legendary. They're roamers. They have legend to back it up. They're the only one of a kind. What is this?
Breakfast bowl.
Breakfast bowl with potatoes?
Yeah.
What? Chat. Oh my god. That looks insane. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting to get breakfast. What? What? Hold on. You waiting for me to rate it?
Yeah.
It feels hot. That's the thing. If
Because I had to melt the cheese.
the milk cheese potato. No, it's like 10:40 right now for me. It's almost 11 o'clock. It's just in time for breakfast. It's brunch. You cut these yourself? Oh, they were pre-cut.
So I cooked them.
That's what you ordered. How much? How much does this cost? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, no, the Gen 3 roamers. Wait, Gen 3 roamers. Am I tripping? Gen 3 roamers, what? Yeah, this is good breakfast. Oh my god. I'm so glad I have a girlfriend that can cook. Oh, Latios and Latios, but aren't they on like their own location though? Or am I tripping? I don't know. I never played Gen 3 besides Oras. And Oras, they weren't roaming. They were just on an island somewhere. So I need to grab some milk. I'll be right back.
If I had my car, I wouldn't have had to order it.
Yeah. Let's move this down a little bit. I'm getting the milk. Yeah, I don't really like. The Johto Stars are cool. They're cool, but I'm not like one where it's just like, oh, I love the Johto starters. They're my favorite, you know? As Zekrom said, I'm not old enough to have nostalgia for that. Except for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I didn't even complete those games. I have an attachment to Feraligatr. That's about it. Because that was like one of the stars I ran through with the most when I kept restarting the game because I didn't know how to save. I'm not old enough to have nostalgia for the Johto starters, and I like them more if they had dual types personally. Yeah. Like if the fairy type existed back then, Meganium could have been Grass Fairy. Feraligatr, Water Dragon would have been cool. And like Typhlosion, Fire Ground, maybe because it's a volcano. I don't know. There are Roamers of Ruby and Sapphire original. Yeah, I never played Ruby and Sapphire in the original games. I've only played ORAS. Those are the only games I played. Heart Gold is my fave. Agree on the dual typing. Yeah. I split up between both like different games. Why'd you make yourself a bowl, girl? Here, take it. The bowl's hot. Yeah. That's why I was like putting it against my shirt because it's hot. That's why you should have made yourself a bowl, babe. Should have made yourself a bowl. I just love the Pokemon. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Pokemon behind me. There's a Pokemon behind me? Are you guys... Do you see Pokemon I don't see or something? Milk. Great protein for you. Well, I had to break it to you, but Kecleon is a Gen 3 Pokemon. Not my fault. Amazing. Cause like it's like everything I need to start my morning. It's not gonna be too filling either. So this maybe like the bacon. I would probably say it's about 600 calories, maybe 700.
There's 4 pieces in here.
You gotta include the grease too, so about 600 to 700 calories. The eggs don't have much. They're mainly
3 eggs.
they're mainly just got 3 eggs. Jeez.
No, they're small. They're not the jumbo eggs that you got last time.
Oh, okay.
Obviously. That's why when I was making it, I was just gonna do 2, and then I did 2, and it was not very much eggs. I was like, God damn.
Oh, you mean the Pokemon falling behind us? Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean the Pokemon behind me? I don't have any Pokemon behind me. I have nothing there.
Can I turn on the fan?
No.
I don't want to mix that bad.
What?
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, potatoes.
It's very delicious, very delectable.
I was thinking about buying whole potatoes and just cutting them myself, but then I was like, no, I don't feel like peeling them, and we don't have potato peeler.
We just need to get more kitchen appliances. We are still starting off as young adults, guys. So we don't have any kitchen appliances. We just bought a cheese grater the other day because we made some good Alfredo. Are we still making that for dinner tonight?
We can. We should get orange juice.
You want orange juice? Did you get the car fixed? Oh, forgot to tell you. Manny told me that he found the parts. Yeah, he got the parts. He's gonna bend the fender so he can fit it on there. But he said that he's fixing the steering column right now.
Oh, has he told you like the cost of everything now?
He's seeing how much the steering column is gonna get to be fixed.
Okay.
But the car is almost fixed, guys. She's almost gonna be back up and running. Yeah, it could have been way worse. The guy was driving a Ram, and she drives a Kia Soul. So, it could have been way worse.
Yeah, he could have flattened me out. Ram 1500.
Ram 1500.
I just felt like being productive today, so we do some breakfast.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Also, we have to do stuff later today, so I didn't want you to be like, we're already out, so let's go eat this. And have a little thing.
Yeah. Well, you're probably going to be saying that. I'd say we go to the store today and we get fettuccine to make Alfredo.
We're gonna get back into this argument.
Huh?
Over the fettuccine.
Babesy, we are going to get fettuccine. Fettuccine is good. I'm making fettuccine with the fettuccine Alfredo.
Jamie makes the noodles.
What?
Can we make both the noodles and then do sauce?
Do you know how many dishes that is? We're not doing that.
Use the same noodles.
Just take the fettuccine, bro. We're just eating fettuccine. We're not eating penne. It's called fettuccine Alfredo for a reason.
Well, I call it chicken Alfredo for a reason too. It can be made with any noodle.
No, we cannot. It's fettuccine Alfredo because the guy's name is fettuccine.
No, that's my name.
You are not fettuccine.
Yes, I am.
You are not fettuccine.
That's what we're gonna name Harry Bingus.
That's what we're gonna name it. Babe, let's just name the cat Harry Bingus. First name Harry, last name Bingus.
Oh wait, we can name him Harry, like Harry Styles, but Harry Bingus. But instead of it being Harry, it's H-A-I-R-Y, like Harry.
Stupid. Mm-hmm.
Breakfast intermission. Are you getting full yet?
A little bit.
If you're too full to eat it, I can eat the rest.
Yeah, your whole house gonna get full so you can eat the rest. That was why you didn't make yourself a bowl.
Yeah, I thought there might be too much in there. I didn't know how hungry you were.
Like I wasn't really hungry to where I was dying, but
You were ready for breakfast.
yeah. Also, my stomach has shrunk since I've been on a cut. I haven't been eating as much. Dude, I used to eat like one meal in my day used to be like 2,000 calories. And then I would eat like another 1,000 calories. So like I would do 4,000 calories in one day without doing any physical activity. It was bad. That's why I had to go start going to the gym and cutting weight. Because it was getting bad. Here. Yeah, like that was like a good amount. Like I feel like I have something in my stomach now, but I feel like I'm like dying from being full. You know,
Mhm.
feels way better now.
That's potatoes.
You put like a lot of protein in my bowl.
Yeah.
That's basically just a breakfast protein bowl you just gave me just now.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna eat the fourth piece, but then I said, maybe there's not enough bacon in there for Dixie, because you like bacon. So.
I do like bacon, but it was very good. I really appreciate you for making me that. We'll make we'll start making Alfredo after we go see the cats. And then after we what else we need to do today? Return the keys to the old apartment. Return the keys to the old apartment, and then we're going to then we'll go to the store, we'll get the fettuccine, and then we'll come home. And by then probably like 4 o'clock, so we'll have dinner probably ready by 6. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm refueled and ready. Milk mustache, literally. Milk is in my stash. Alright. Back to the grind. Back to the grind. I feel a lot better now. I can actually take on the world. I have the indomitable human spirit right now. Also, my haircut right now, babe, cooked. Yes, it is, bro. My sides and this camera angle makes it look like my hairline's like, it starts like right here and it's like goes like this. It's, I like the Wolverine cut right now, bro, but it's not. In IRL, it looks fine, but like, bro, on camera from this angle, it looks so bad. And then I turn to the side, and it's just like, oh my god, what it looks like I'm balding on the side of my head. Oh, it's so bad. I like put it all down. Put it all down. Put it all down. Frick. Come on over. I have so many cowlicks on my head. I kind of fixed it. Kind of. Is it good? Oh my god. What's your guys' dream place you want to go vacation to? Mine, Tokyo, Japan. To go see that freaking Pokemon Center. That would be freaking sick. And then just go see like Shibuya and like there's all the culture over there. I want to see everything over there. And then maybe go to Hawaii. How are you not cold? So you wanted to turn on the fan and get underneath the covers. Can I turn it off? Because you have AC running too.
It just turned on.
No, you did not. Oh. Let's get it. Let's get it. Orlando, Florida. You liked Orlando, Florida that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida, they're like top top.
Did you go to Disney and Universal, or did you just like just go over there just to see everything, or just like the sightsee? I would say Florida's a pretty cool one too. I would definitely go to Florida. I've never been to Florida before. That's like literally the opposite direction of me. I also want to go to that card factory in Japan, bro. So I want to go there so bad. It was mainly Universal Studios. I had been there before about 4 years ago, but it's still so fun. And there are new rides. Yeah, they're always adding new stuff at Universal.
That's why Universal's the goat.
Like Disney, bro. Disney's just like it just feels off over there. Like, have you seen that girl trending right now for literally stalking Peter Pan at Disney? Right, like you have people like that that just ruin it for everybody, bro. The Disney adults. Got chills when I just said that. Apparently, there's a project to build a Universal Studios theme park in the UK. They might have Lord of the Rings themed area, which is quite unique. Yeah, that is. That'd be very, very cool. Also, Nintendo Land, I think it's called Nintendo Land. I want to go to Nintendo Land too. That'd be very fun. Like, I might just do like if I get rich in the future, later on, just like do everything I want to do. Like, we're gonna go to Nintendo Land in the States, then go to Japan, and then go to Hawaii. Like a 2 month long vacation or something like that. That'd be so nice. Just chilling in different locations. Like that be if like I'm like really really rich, and I can afford that. Also, that Pokemon theme park that opened up would be really cool too. Just to kind of go there. Like, you guys would not hear the end of me, bro. Like, if I went over there, I would just be describing every detail of that place to you. I've been on vacation since my junior year of high school. I haven't been on vacation. I haven't been on vacation since my junior year of high school.
That's how you know football.
Did you finish it or no? It's filling, huh?
Just like snapping on it.
Um, I'm a big fan of Lycanroc. Like, I don't know what about it, dude. Like, Lycanroc, Alolan Raichu, Alolan Ninetales. Like, I love... Like, Raichu is always such a cool Pokemon, and then they gave it an Alolan form that made it even cuter, bro. Like, I still remember when I got traded a Alolan or a Pichu named Pancake when I couldn't find one. I got traded one named Pancake, and ever since I get like an Alolan Raichu, I name it Pancake every single time. If I can, like, I don't know. That'd probably be like one of the Pokemon I trade up if I go through like, because I have Pokemon Moon right now, so if I were to get, if I were to get, but like, yeah, if I were to trade up a Pokemon to the Switch right now that I want my original trainer ID on, it would be Alolan Raichu. But Alolan Raichu would be sick to see. Lycanroc would be sick to see. Um, Alolan Ninetales would be cool, or Alolan Sandshrew. Be very, very cool. And I also like when people use like best teams of Pokemon native to that region, because I like using Pokemon native to that region. If that makes sense. Like at Alola, I'll only use Alolan Pokemon. You won't catch me with a Gardevoir, a Salamence, none of that. Like, I'm using freaking every Alolan Pokemon I see. Unless it's like a really cool Pokemon that you can't pass up, like well, I mean, if I get the level 9 Salamence, I think I'm gonna use it. But yeah, be kind of fire to see. Be kind of fire to see. He just sent me the total for everything.
What is it?
960. See, not even that bad.
Okay.
Versus, 6,500. What? That is crazy.
You said 960?
Yeah.
I have to put all my money away. I made 558 last week.
Nice. And also, some of your money's in the car. Money spread, money spread, money spread. Ones. $11.2. You got $100 tip? Oh.
I had to exchange some of my 20s and stuff to break 100 because we didn't have the drawer yet.
Oh. But I'll say $100 tip. Why didn't you tell me about that? Split it with me. Now.
Why do I $100 tip from someone? I don't know what I did.
You want to hear the end of it, bro?
I almost have that. I have 852 right now.
Huh?
I have 852 right now
Oh, okay.
in cash, and I can, when I get paid on Friday, I can just pull the rest out of my bank account.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be straight then if we fine.
When will he be gone?
I don't know.
Not in a rush or anything, but
I don't know. From our top teams, I don't include version exclusive Pokemon. Sally alumni feels like, you know what you should do? You should do another series, a sub series of when you do like the teams like that. You should do a team with no restrictions. Like you can use legendary Pokemon, and you can imagine not legendaries. I don't know, but like it'd be cool to see like what the definitive best team for both games would be if you had access to be able to trade with somebody, all that stuff. Because like trade evolutions, like the Gigalith I have right now in this game, is gonna be steamrolling through literally everything. It's not even funny. I don't think a single trainer in the game has a Gigalith that you encounter during the story. So just getting a trade evolution of it, it's like unique to you. It's kind of crazy. 2 trainers in this game have Cofagrigus. Your rival will have an Emboar if you chose Snivy. Like I think if I were to do like a fire relief green hunt or whatever, I probably did the game corner Abra because it's easier to hunt in that game. I had Tri Evolution Gengar on my Delphox team, so I offered alternative Pokemon when that happened. Oh, okay. Well, hey. I mean, regardless, I want Raichu and Lycanroc. I like midday form better than midnight because it literally is better. It gets Accelerock versus counter. So I don't know how you would be able to do that. Cause like Alola, like I liked using Ultra or I played Sun. Sun was like my game, bro. Like yeah, Sun's better than Moon. I was always Team Sun. Like I think the games like the versions of games I like to play, it was because when I actually started getting like versions of games, it was White 2, X, Alpha Sapphire, Ultra Sun, Sun, Sword. There's another game between. Oh, Brilliant Diamond and Violet. I like games with Pokemon that have blue on them in some way, shape, or form, except for white, because white is just cool. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, game sessions, I only have one game to choose from. Gen 4, I've only got Diamond. Gen 8, I've only got Sword, which I really liked both. Yeah. I thought, like, Sword and Shield were so hated on, but when I got the games and played through them, I had no problems with it. Like, it was a Pokemon game. Like, I had no problems with literally Sword or Shield. Like, I very rarely ever have a problem with a Pokemon game unless it's Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That game sucks. I, like, I thought, I was like, I don't really like playing through this game. The game's kind of bland. Yeah, it's bland because it's a 1-to-1 remake in 3D graphics. They didn't add anything new. You know? Like, they added no new features. And plus, I was like, bro, why can't I walk in this game? The walking in the game sucks. Like, it's easily the worst Pokemon games ever. Easily. Huh? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on the Switch. Garbage. Terrible Pokemon games. Like, I feel like because in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, like, there were certain Pokemon you couldn't get that you should have been able to get before the post game because you have access to them before then, so you couldn't even evolve some of them. And then they brought that up to the Switch games instead of doing it how they did in Platinum, where you can actually get those Pokemon. Like in all of Sinnoh and freaking Diamond and Pearl, there was 2 fire types, your starter and a fucking Rapidash. That's it. That's it. It's so stupid. Yeah, they didn't add much at all. I think, yeah, like, I only ever get really heated about certain Pokemon games, and that one deserves to get heated about because that game is just so bad. Like, because I never played through Gen 4, and the fact that that was my first experience playing through Gen 4, and it was that bad, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Like, Legends of Arceus definitely cured some of that because it was actually a good story. Like, Legends of Arceus and Legends ZA, bro, I think the Legends games are really good takes on Pokemon. They're new and fresh takes on Pokemon that we haven't seen before. They're new and fresh, I will say. One Coffin Gen 4, no Magnezone, only 2 fire types, no evolutions. I wanted to try Jolteon for the first time and couldn't. Yes, because you don't get Eevee until you get the National Dex in post-game. Like, what's the point? Like, the Sinnoh 6 thing is very real. Like, that's like the region where, like, everybody had the same team because that's the only Pokemon you could use. It was so stupid. Like, Your best bet into getting Pokemon you wanted to use is have someone complete the game before you, so you can use the team you want to use before post game. I remember M&J TV, he had to do that in order to get his Gliscor because you couldn't get the Razor Fang until the what was it, the Battle Frontier, something like that. Which was so dumb. I don't know. Like, mind you, it wasn't made by Game Freak though. It was made by a smaller company called ILCA. They probably had very strict parameters to follow, or they just didn't do it very good. I'll be so angry if ILCA comes back and makes a Unova game, a 1-to-1 ratio remake, and makes it like that again. I will not accept that. I won't. I feel like Pokemon knows they can't do Unova dirty because Unova has such a big fan base behind it. There's no way. No way. No way. No way. I refuse. I mean, like, Black and White weren't really flawed in any way, but I feel like ILCA would just make it worse. They just need to make a Legends Kyurem game, bro. Like, after Gen 10 comes out or whatever, and it's been around for DLC for, like, a while, they just need to make Legends Kyurem or Legends Unova. Or Legends Gray, whatever you want to call it. People are also saying there's going to be a Galar Legends game. And it's like, okay, but I wasn't really wanting Galar. I kind of wanted some Gen 5 content. Like, I feel like Game Freak dropped Gen 5. They were like, yeah, we're just going to let it simmer. Because, mind you, Gen 5 hasn't gotten any updates to any, like, stories or anything like that. And it's still, like, a top 3 generation in everyone's book. Which is crazy. I think that if they end up doing a Unova remake, they would have to... I feel like they can't do a remake of the same story. Because Unova is one of those generations where it wasn't remade, it was progressed. So I think if they do end up making a remake, it would have to be a Legends game. Because we have everything in front of us for the present day. We don't know what happened with the original. The biggest mystery in Unova is the original dragon. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what it is, right? We don't know what it is. We don't know about the brothers. We've only heard stories of it. So I feel like that's the only thing in which we need to like have discovered. Because I feel like that's the only thing that's missing from Unova's lore is just past events.
Like we need to be maybe we're one of the heroes back then, you know, and our brother becomes evil or whatever. And depending on if you choose truth or ideals at the beginning of the game, that's the opposite. That would be sick. Like how like Irida or like Admin, wherever Admin or whatever, like how he helps you out in the freaking story. Like at the end of the story in Legends Arceus, I feel like they should do that. Like 2 different story paths, depending on if you choose the Light Stone or the Dark Stone. Like that would be sick. And then the beginning of the game, you see the original dragon. The very beginning of the game, and over the course of the game, you see the story unfold and how like your brother is like slowly like shifting, kind of. But like, they would have to ask him in like the beginning of the game, truth or ideals, or whatever, so that they can set in place which brother you are, and then go from that POV of the story. That would be peak storytelling. That's just a concept they can do, and that'd be sick. But it's Pokemon; they're not gonna do that. Oh, I just gave them a W game concept that they could do, but they're not gonna do it. But I feel like it would suck because another thing is you have to have a female character, so it's hard. So I don't think they would do that. I think the main 2, like, you're a character during this era of like the brothers, and you have to try to resolve the conflict. But then at the end of the game, you get the original dragon for a little bit. That'd be kind of sick. I don't know. That's just my concept of what they can do with it. But yeah, I don't know. 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 I do not know. Reference N, huh? Like, reference like a child prodigy will like replace, or like, you know what, the original Colt, like you can have like Team Plasma back in the day, but they aren't linked to Getsis like that. Like Getsis heard of the name Team Plasma from like olden days and decided to use that as a cover up. Yo, if Getsis actually chose to name the Team Plasma because of a Colt named Colt Plasma back in the day, to like cover up them like trying to like fix things back then, that would actually be like a good tie-in. No lie. And like they like predict like prophecies of like the future. Of like a child prodigy being born to reunite Unova or whatever like that. But what would the starters be in that game? I feel like you could do Incineroar. You could do Incineroar. You could do Because I know Superior, Empoleon, and I don't know what the third star is gonna be. Maybe Blaziken. I don't know. Are probably all gonna be in Legends Galar. But I think that the stars in this game, they might just have to be the Unova starters. I don't know. Yeah, we should aim to have the starters that like don't appear. So like we can't have double Legends appearances. We can't have ones that originate in that region either. So you would have to do like Gen 4. Yeah, Gen 4 would like considerably be on the table in terms of Pokemon to pick from. But I would say Incineroar for the fire starter. Maybe Mudkip for the water starter. And then, or you know what? You can do Froakie for the water starter. Or Greninja for the water starter. And then Torterra. That'd be a good 3, I guess. Torterra, Incineroar, and Greninja. So, yeah, Torterra, Incineroar, and Greninja. I think that works, kind of. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. I want to check something real quick. Does my watch I got Pokerus on it yet? On this account? It does not. Okay, I was just checking to make sure, because last time I didn't check, we ended up getting freaking Pokerus. Yeah. Or wait, actually, save Torterra. Just hear me out. Legends Johto, Torterra becomes a cherry blossom tree. Because of how, like, it's like, I think it's modeled after Kyoto. I think it is. Johto is. That'd be sick. So maybe save Torterra. Maybe just add Sceptile, Incineroar, and Greninja. That might be a good 3 for Unova. Sceptile, Incineroar, and Greninja. And then in like Legends Johto, you have like Delphox, Torterra, and Primarina. I don't know. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. It's really hard to pick for Legends games because you can't have Pokemon that originated there before, no matter how perfect it would be if they could fit there. But like I feel like Univa's starter group is so tightly knit because like I don't know. Maybe no. If Tepic wasn't used in Legends ZA, bro, it would be really good in Legends Johto. I feel like Hoenn. I don't think there'll ever be a Legends game for Hoenn. Because Hoenn is like, you know about the history of Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. Team Aqua and Team Magma heavily influenced the story of that. It would have to be like Legends Rayquaza, to where you explore Rayquaza more. I don't know. Yeah. You could always do double Sinnoh starters. Like how they did double Johto starters. I think Infernape would be cool. Actually, I think Infernape and Torterra would be pretty. No, Infernape, Primarina, and Sceptile would be very, very cool in Legends Unova. Or unless they add some of the newer starters in there. Which by then they'll probably add them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But they haven't grabbed anything newer than Gen 7 though. It's kind of a toss up. Yeah. Well, I mean, just do because you remember how when Legends Arceus came out, they only had Cyndaquil, and then they just add the other two in. They would have to do Legends Galar first, add Empoleon as the water starter, then add Torterra and Infernape as the doubles. So that way they all get their treatment like that. Because as of right now, there's still 2 more Unova stars they can use. They've used up all of Johto. They still have 2 Alola starters that they can use. No. They have 1 Unova starter they can use because Oshawott and Emboar were used. So Unova would have to get finished off in the 3rd Legends game. And then you finish Sinnoh, and then you start Sinnoh, and then finish Sinnoh off in the 4th one. That would have to be how they do it. There's no way. There's a lot of things they could do for Legends games, though. Maybe I'm too paranoid, but I try to avoid using the actual music from Pokemon games and only use the same remasters of the soundtracks. In all my videos, I've used original soundtracks from the Pokemon. You won't get copyrighted for it. There are so many YouTubers who use the soundtracks from the games in their actual videos. You won't get copyrighted for it. You won't. Trust me. Because Pokemon doesn't post their OSTs, and people will like revamp them. As long as you credit them in the comments, you should be fine. As long as you credit them. So, as long as you credit them, you should be fine. Like, some of them you don't really need to credit because it's not theirs, it's Pokemon's, but they're posting it from Pokemon, so they haven't got. If they haven't gotten copyrighted for it, then you shouldn't get copyrighted for it because they don't own the rights to that soundtrack either. I use OSTs all the time in my stuff. Mixel is really good too, or Mixelli or whatever his name is. Or Mike Kelly or whatever. I don't know what his name is. Mixelli. He drops the soundtracks from one from the game and doesn't get copyrighted for it, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Guys, I'm gonna get a VTuber. I'm gonna be a VTuber. I'm gonna have a freaking Embor as my VTuber, guys. I'm hallucinating. I thought I saw a shiny Sandile over here. Oh wowie wowie, guys! I've had an ice cream or like a soda in like a week. No, 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 longer than that. Like I have like low fat frozen yogurt just to kind of substitute it, but I haven't had like a real ice cream like from like a Cold Stone like any like ice cream shop in a long time. And I've been craving one for so long, but the sugar slows you down, man, when you're trying to get back into shape. The sugar from the ice creams and the drinks and the sides, those were what get you. So ever since I stopped eating like bad drinks or sides, it's been really easy to like lose weight, kind of, or to lose weight and gain it back in muscle. Cause I take one scoop of protein and I'm eating just meat all day. Pause. Pause. I've had Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge ice cream recently because it's been too warm for me. I don't drink soda much unless I'm going out to do something social. Yeah, like I drink soda with like meals. I don't drink it by itself. What if I do? It means I have like a craving for it. Unless I have like a craving for it, but I find substitutes for it that like aren't nearly as bad for you because like most of the time when you want like a soda, you're craving the carbonation. So that was when I kind of just started replacing with like other like sparkling drinks. It helps a lot to resist it, and the low fat yogurt, because and also that helps me stay underneath 2,000 I need 2,000 calories in a day. My meals used to be that much per day, or it used to be that much. I need to mute this, bro. They are just yapping right now. Oh my god, my grandpa's so stupid. Can I mute this group chat for a little bit, bro? Hide alerts just for a little bit. You guys are yapping too much. Alright. But, yeah. I try to keep it to a minimum. I used to eat meals that would be easily like a days and a half worth of calories in one meal. That's bad. It's really bad, actually. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna miss a shiny. Like I don't think I'm gonna fail a shiny at any point in this playthrough. I'm knocking on wood, but I feel like I can hear the shiny noises pretty easily. Because when I heard rock and rollers, I immediately like snapped. Cause I was like, wait, what? I want to show you in Desert Resort for 50 hours. I was squinting at a double and I couldn't tell if it was shiny because I think I was going insane. You know, thankfully these shinies are very easy to tell if they're shiny or not. Like, once they fully show up on the screen, it's fine. But, like, when they roll in, bro, it's like they all look like they could possibly be shiny. $4,800. I think we passed Bob's prediction. Because I think he said like 4,007. We passed it. So, guys, any new predictions? I'm still going with my 12K because I'm not optimistic. I think it's going to take me till about 12K to get this thing. Yeah. I hope it doesn't have one either. Like, if it has a minus special attacking nature, that would suck. I'd much rather have it a minus like special, or like minus speed, or like a minus attack nature. Just don't touch defense, special defense, HP, or special attack. I know that ratio is really, really bad, but like don't touch any of those. I was lucky that Roggenrola, I think was quiet. It's a quiet nature. I think it drops its speed, which is fine. It's not gonna outspeed anything anyway. I'm not gonna make a speedy Gigalith. What? I think my Pig Knight is also minus speed. It's like minus speed up special defense, which isn't bad, but isn't too good either. I had a plus attack minus defense on a Nuzlocke Yamask once, and I felt cheated. Yeah, that's not good. That is so sad. Plus speed minus attack of Ferrothorn, a modest hacks versus rivalry. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got out of there. Oh my god, we got out of there. Woo! That was a close one. That's unfortunate, bro. That's all in one Nuzlocke. There's no way that was all in one Nuzlocke. Have very fortunate natures with some Pokemon. My man was Silent White too. Shiny only was adamant, so that made up for it a lot. That's really good. The shiny Ember I had before this one was mild nature. So it was minus defense up. No. I know mild up special attack. It was up special attack minus defense. I believe it was. Which wasn't bad. You know, it's a mixed attacker, so either or could work. But, I don't know. I just want to be able to get, like, if I was only doing, like, Ember, getting it all the way up to freaking, getting all the way up to the newer generations with all the ribbons on it, it'd be a million times easier than just doing a complete shiny only. But I want views. This gets you views. Especially if it's like close to bank cutoff. People are like, bro, wait, he did this before the bank cutoff? And it's like, oh, shoot. Yes, I did. I did it before the bank cutoff. I just wish I was hunting in those 2 months I was off for. Because now I'm paying for it. Now I got to make up for 2 months worth of hunting. At least we got Rock and Roller, though. Because if I was still hunting Rock and Roller, I would actually be upset. But maybe mid-November we finish it up, right? We finish up this whole journey. And we can move on to doing ribbons. So that way we can, all we gotta do is, so realistically, I might just speedrun all the games. I might just figure out the best speedrunning strategies for all the games, like which Pokemon to pick up or whatever, and just run through the games with those Pokemon and just beat the game, so that way we can transfer them up. And I can play those games on my own time. Because, like, I don't think I'm going to have time to be like, oh, this is a cool game. Let's go catch this Pokemon. Let's go catch that one. No. We're going to have to, like, race through this, basically. Because I have a feeling if by the time they get sent to X and Y, they'll be high enough level. Or I might send them through. Like, I might speedrun all the way up till I get to the 8th badge. And then just, like, put them in there. Put them in the game in X and Y. And then just beat the game with them. So how would they? Because the only ribbon in Kalos is I believe the only ribbon in Kalos, if I'm not wrong, I think you have to do the Battle Chateau, which is hard. But if I could get that Kalos Legendary ribbon or the Kalos Champion ribbon, then that helps a lot. And I think you have to do one for all the hyper training too. And it's just like, oh my god. Yeah. So like, let's say Unova doesn't have any ribbons, but let's say in Gen 6 you beat the game with a Pokemon, like you beat the champion with said like Emboar, then it would say in future games when you trade up and you select that ribbon, it'll say Unova champion Emboar, or no, you have Kalos champion Emboar, or like it'll say the beauty Emboar, or like the clever Emboar from the ribbons from the style or the contest spectaculars. So Unova, thank God there ain't no ribbons in Unova, because that would make things a million times harder. Because I would have to beat this game, then I would have to do the ribbons in this game, then go to X and Y. No, I can just be done. I can finish this game, do the post game on my own time with different Pokemon, and then go from there. But I know I might just do a master. You know what's crazy? You know how people have like master like or like forever saves? We should just do like I might start like a new thing called the Master Air or the Glory Days challenge, where you have to like complete the Pokédex, a living dex of in all of the Pokemon games. So which means you have to catch like 4 or 5 of the same species in order to like count it as like completing them, because that'd be sick. Like if you have like an old cartridge that's like filled to the brim with Pokemon and like all your shinies and stuff like that, they're forever stuck on there, but it's cool to see. It's like a museum, you know? Be so sick. It'd be so sick. Might do that. Might call it the Glory Days challenge, because those are the glory days where I completely complete Pokemon games to their entirety, all that stuff. How many shinies do I have so far? I have 2 shinies. I have my shiny starter, Pignite. He's a Pignite right now. Eventually going to be an Emboar, and I have a shiny Gigalith. So we're 2 out of 6. We're almost done. Kind of. Not really. If I get this Yamask, then we'll be halfway done, and then I'll be in a way better headspace. Yeah. Do you shiny hunt too, or do you? I noticed that you're new. You are new, and if you have been here before, I apologize. I haven't seen your name before, but if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Do you shiny hunt? Yeah. I don't know if like your name looks kind of familiar, but again, I see a lot of names. You're new? Okay. Okay. Just making sure, because I was like, I've never seen that name before. And I probably would have remembered it, but again, I see a lot of names, so. But welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I usually hunt in Sword and Shield, even though it ain't really got no real method. Lol. Hey. My whole thing with shiny hunting is that if you find it enjoyable, go for it. You know, go for it. Some people like hunting in 1 out of 8,192 odds. Or they like hunting in games like Sword and Shield, where you don't really have to pay attention that much for shiny hunting. You just want the shiny, you know? And that's completely fine. Like, some people hunt in Scarlet and Violet. That's not even a shiny hunt. You're basically just doing shiny waiting. You're just playing the waiting game until you get a shiny. But, yeah. Whichever way you enjoy shiny hunting, enjoy it. You know? That's my whole thing. That's all I got to say about that. I hate when people bash on other people for playing in games or like shiny hunting in other games that don't have like full odds, or they use like a shiny charm to hunt for their shinies. It's like, Maybe they just enjoy playing it that way. Yeah. I mean, the way I'm doing it can be pretty engaging because you're playing 3 systems at the same time. So that's pretty engaging, if I were to say. It's pretty engaging. I do like egg hunting in Sword and Shield. I think the fact that you can get a foreign Ditto so early, because I might do a Galar shiny only, where I do it through Pokemon Sword, obviously the better game, and yeah, that looks fun. Yeah, it is pretty fun. It keeps like your mind off of like just like, oh my god, it's one system, you know. I only hunt in Scarvide to do the mass outbreak mode. Yeah, because you can get a shiny so quickly over there. I like doing shiny hunts in places with strong encounters and a big pool of encounters to add some mystery of what I'll get. Yeah, you see, that'd be great and everything if I wasn't doing a DTQ. if I was just doing a shiny only where I just got like an encounter that I wanted on a route, then yeah, sure. I also remember getting 3 shinies in Black 2 before my first. What? Jeez. That's nuts. I bet you probably had an aneurysm that day with how lucky you were getting. There's no way. I would have probably had a heart attack, honestly. I bet you were lucky. 3 shinies, bro. You hit like a 0.0000000006 chance, I think. It was 2 Pat Rats and a Sunflower. Okay. They could have been better. I'm kidding. That's before you can use Double Grass 2 Insane. Yeah. Unfortunately, none of my encounters will involve Double Grass. I was going to go for a Pheasant, but I saw that you were able to get Zoroark from a Suda method breeding if I got someone trade in something for me. So I was just like, yeah, no thank you. I'm just going to go for the Zoroark. It's way cooler. My sister was with me. We didn't really think much of it because we thought it was 1 out of 4,096. Yeah, no. It's not. I promise you it's not, as you can see by what number I'm at. But I'm pretty optimistic about this hunt because I have 3 systems. Because on Roggenrola, it took me 12,269 encounters to get it. Because I was using 2 systems. So I was over odds, but at least I wasn't double over odds, you know? And plus, like, with 3 consoles, it's like, instead of like a 1 out of 8,192, it's a 3 out of 8,192. Sort of, but not really, because you're in between 3 different consoles. You get 3 rolls at a time. So I guess you can say it's a 3 out of 8,192. I really want to hunt the legendaries in this game. Like, I really want to go for, like, Tornadus and Thundurus and, like, the Swords of Justice. Those would be really cool to get. But I don't think I'm going to get those before bank deadline, honestly. I mean, I might get them a little earlier, all things considered, because if I get all my save files to that point and just save in front of them, soft reset over and over, I'd probably be able to get... about 200 encounters an hour, but it's all the same Pokemon though, so that'll probably make it a quick hunt. Not gonna lie. I could have added legendary to my DDQ. I could have. I really could have. I could have added like Verizon in there, but Verizon is cool though. Oh yeah, it is such a cool shiny. It's pink. Oof. But it overlaps with Emboar. I don't like. Well, we already have type overlap with Cofagrigus because eventually I'm gonna get like a Golurk. But Cofagrigus is cool. I don't care. Or unless I replace Golurk, but I want a Pokemon that can fly because I'm not walking everywhere. But I'm feeling pretty confident this hunt. Because I'm doing a lot more encounters a week, so I have a way better chance of seeing something appear as opposed to nothing. Because before I'll do like in a stream, I would stream for an hour, do 300 encounters, like, oh, that's a lot of encounters, I'm gonna get off. The minimum I have to do for a stream now is like 500. Not even. Minimum I have to do a stream now is 1,000. 500 encounters a day offline. And then like, yeah, because we need to rank. We just need to get all the unknowns out of there. In terms of the ones that, in terms of like the rolls that we keep getting, because I'm trying to roll as much as possible so we have a better chance of getting it quicker. Loud odd dings, bro. Have you settled on name for potential face Sandile? Obviously might not matter. Show more. Me for an hour. Have you on potential Sandile? I don't know. I don't know. If it's a girl, name it Sahara after the Sahara Desert, or Sahara, however you want to pronounce it. And then I'm thinking Dune, because like sand dunes and stuff like that, or Nile Crocodile. It's the name of Nile. I know Yamask name. If it's a girl, it's gonna be Cleo after Cleopatra. If it's gonna be a boy, I have multiple names for it. Osiris, Tut, an honorable mention, Snack. Honorable mention, Snack. Or like Ra after like the god of the sun. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Genghis because I was doing historic figures. It's kind of tough. That is kind of tough. Kind of naming mine whatever I want to name mine. Like we have Oni, cause like Onis, the Japanese like demons. They have like tusks like come out like their mouth like this. I could name it Tusk after the shadow from Solo Leveling, but nah, I just name it Oni because Oni just sounds cooler. Oni the Embor, like that's kind of tough. And then you have Giggles the Giggleth, which is just funny. And then we're gonna do Tut, Cleo, or Tut, Cleo, or we could do Alexander and Osiris. Anubis is restricted for Lucario. Like, if I ever at any point in any games, bro, get Anubis, is gonna be a Lucario. I also do like one thing I like about Legends Arc is that you have like potential to like get all of the stars before post game because of the space time distortions. So like you could potentially have all 3 stars on your team before post game, which I think is really cool. Like that's like beating the game on easy mode, you know. Like I feel like the definitive like good teams for like if you want to just be overpowered and all that stuff, it wouldn't just be putting all legendaries on your team. It would be getting like all 3 of the stars on your team, at least 1 of the box legendaries or both, and putting a pseudo, then whatever 3rd strong Pokemon you put on there. Your team will probably never die, honestly. Like imagine having all 3 like the Alola stars all cover each other so well. Like imagine having like all 3 of them on there, plus like a Solgaleo or like a Lunala. Be kind of insane. Do you really need all starters for the strongest team? Some genuinely strong Pokemon non-legendaries reach starter BST ranges, but some stars have exclusive moves that are really strong with no drawbacks. Like, for the reason why I use the Alola stars is because Sparkling Aria, Darkest Lariat, and Spirit Shackle, all very good moves for a playthrough. Um, And like, for example, in Sinnoh, you only have access to like a couple fire types, so having an Infernape, a fire fighting type, is really good. Like, and then you have Empoleon, Water Steel, rare typing by the way, and then Torterra being a ground and grass type. It just covers all your bases, you know. Like the stars are meant to go against each other, but if you have them all on the same team, they cover each other universally. That's what I'm saying. Like all three of the starters are really good to have on your team. If you want to get an overpowered team that never dies. Now I could be wrong. You could find other teams, but I don't know. Wait, Zekrom, what Gen 10 starter do you like more? You like Gekwa? Do you like Pombon or do you like Brout? I want your opinion on yours. What is your favorite? I have an idea what it is, but I just want to make sure. I just want to see what you think about it, because I like him personally. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you're gonna choose Brow. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Pombon on top. Pombon on top. That cute little baby Pomeranian. I see potential in it. It's gonna be the next Incineroar. Like, I feel like Gekwa, like, I don't hate them, but, like, it would definitely have to go Pombon, Brout, and then Gekwa. As in terms of my rating. 'Cause I saw Pombon, I'm like, yes, that's mine. I generally default to Fire Stars if something stands out above them, but Brout and Decidueye are great examples of grass types being cool from first glance. I could see that. Like, I like Brout too. But Pombon's just so cute. It's so cute. I think I'm gonna name mine Cookie, because like it looks like those little like cookies you get from Girl Scouts or whatever. They're so cute. He's so cute. The little cookies are so cute. So I'm naming him Cookie because he's just so cute. I feel like Gekko's gonna be like another Inteleon situation. But I'm sticking my flag in the sand. I'm picking Pombon. Because, like, Decidueye was the first grass starter besides, like, Sceptile. Actually, because I like Blaziken and Swampert more than Sceptile. But the Decidueye is what made me consider, like, not picking Litten. I was actually Team Rowlet for a little bit because it was the little spherical. She was just a little baby. But then I saw
Torracat, and then I saw Incineroar. I'm like, yeah, I'm picking Incineroar. Like, the Decidueye was cool and all, but like it had me, like, I was like this between them. That's how I felt. I feel like I should side with Incineroar since I love dark types and usually the fire starters, but they're so cool. Yeah, like, people, like, Alola had some of the best starter designs ever. I've been saying this, bro. Like, Alola had some of the best starter designs ever. Like, Populo starts off not very strong. It looks a little goofy, but then Primarina just blows it out of the water, bro. No, like, no pun intended. Like, Primarina, it's a beautiful Pokemon. It's a siren. Alright? It's a siren. Like, oh, it's just so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cute. We're almost at 5,000 encounters. I get what you mean with some starters' signature moves being powerful, even though Pyro Ball is like 9% accurate. It hits like a truck with 120 power. Yes. Yes. And then Snipe Shot, high chance to crit. You add that with Inteleon's sniper ability, and then you add on top of that, on top of what, and then you add like a scope lens. Buddy, you're always critting with Snipe Shot. Like, what? And then Meowscarada's move, like, the Paldean stars are easily the most overpowered starters. For a playthrough, at least. Not in general, but for a playthrough. You're telling me Meowscarada's move always crits. It always crits. And then you have Skeledirge, which raises its special attack every time it uses Torch Song. So you snowball, you just keep spamming Torch Song, you win. And then you have Quackleval, easily the worst one out of all of them, but a speed boost, kind of crazy. Alright, guys. Here's encounter number 5001. Nothing. Frick. We're already halfway to 10,000, and it's only been a week. So I'm very positive about this hunt. We're not over odds just yet. We have about 3,000 more encounters to go through before we're over odds. But with that being said, I have to go. 'Cause I gotta do some stuff for her car today. But I might be live later tonight. Kind of depends on how things go. But yeah. So thank you for all who dropped by today. We took a huge chunk. Out of encounters today. 1,000 encounters. So yeah, of course. I'll be live later. I think you might be asleep, but I'll try to go live kind of closer to where I went live last time, like around 10 o'clock my time. It'll probably be early for you. I don't know. But, yeah. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.